So we have more than 2,000 users now from around the world, and we are trying to change the culture of bringing together data scientists and clinicians to work together and try to answer the research questions that are being posed by the clinicians. In line with that objective are events that we have termed as datathons. And in these events, we recruit primarily local clinicians and team them up with data scientists. And the reason behind this is that clinicians typically know and are familiar with the information gaps that they encounter in day-to-day practice. They are familiar with the context of the data, how they are being obtained, but they lack the methodological expertise. And that is being brought in now by the data scientists who are interested in transforming healthcare, except that they have a superficial understanding of the problems in healthcare, and they really need the domain expertise that are provided by the clinicians. In the past, there has been a tendency toward siloed approach in answering questions where the engineers are working with each other and the clinicians are trying to solve their problems by themselves either. And they're not leveraging each other's expertise. And we think that this multi-perspective approach to trying to address the issues is the way to go. The datathons that we have organized so far are centered around MIMIC. And the problem with that is MIMIC is coming from only one hospital. And there's always that doubt whether the findings that we come up with MIMIC are generalizable to patients from outside of Beth Israel Deaconess. Last year, we partnered with Philips, and we were given access to their much bigger database of ICU patients from across the United States. And the hope is that in the coming datathons that we will be offering not just MIMIC, but also this Philips EICU database coming from more centers from across the country. We've also been simultaneously organizing datathons in other countries. We are trying to replicate the research ecosystem that we created here in Boston and Cambridge and see if it could also be applied in other settings. The objective there is to also bring together their data scientists and their clinicians, and also to convince them about the value of having these databases. Databases like MIMIC and Philips are not trivial to develop because you need to bring together data coming from disparate sources. What we're trying to do is to scale the database to include contributions from other countries. And we think that organizing datathons in other countries would somehow convince them that there is value to developing these databases in terms of accelerating knowledge discovery in critical care.